Welcome to Lowrys, South Carolina, home of the Lowrys Christmas Parade, the best small-town Christmas parade in America. I'm your host, Randy Ligon, and I'll be helping describe the activities here today. As you can see, we've got nothing but horse-drawn carriages and antique tractors. It's going to be a great day, and let's get started. For 33 years, the Lowrys Christmas Parade has been led off by William Stevenson. 32 years, says Mr. Stevenson. William Stevenson, the founder and creator of the Lowrys Christmas Parade. And it's been led off every year by Fred and Marlene Castles, ringing in the new year, ringing in the Christmas season. Fred and Marlene Castles have started us off every year for 32 years, ringing in the new year. Fred Castles and family. They've been doing it for years, ever since the first year. And here we go, a 3020 diesel, 1967 3020 John Deere, a beautiful restored John Deere tractor, 1967. And here's our trademark horse and buggies. The horse and wagon is what we're all known for here in Lowrys. Everybody's known. Look at this beautiful pair right here. Look at these draft horses right here. We got a beautiful wagon right here today. Got these folks in here. All right, we got a nice pair of grays here. Good to see y'all. Oh, we got the Ann Close Greenway. Oh, Miss Close, how are you? Good to see you. Here comes the Ann Close Greenway riders. And they are looking good as always. We've had them here for many years in the Lowrys Christmas Parade. These young folks turn out and they do a great job working with these horses all the time. Good to see them out in their Scottish plaids today. Beautiful horses here today. Glad to have y'all down from Fort Mill, South Carolina, and the Ann Close Greenway. And here we go with a farm-all. Looks like it's pulling a seed or a planter. What have we got? Bobby Lee, one of our major sponsors today. Bobby Lee's got us an old farm-all here, 1941 farm-all with a Ford fertilizer box on the back. Here we go, another farm-all. Good to see y'all. Got a tricycle front end farm-all, McCormick farm-all right here. Looking good, sporting the American flag. Bobby Lee's got them looking good. Look at here, we got cultivators on an old Alice Chalmer. Cultivators and all looking real good. And we got the Christian flag flying high here at Christmas. And remember, the reason for the season is Christmas. Christ is the reason for the season. Ed Brown Rodeo right there represented. Glad to have the Ed Brown Rodeo folks in town. Got a 1952A, John Deere, 1952A, Ed Brown Rodeo, August 7th and 8th in Blacksburg. Glad to have y'all. Welcome to Lowrys again this year. Glad to have you. Thank you, darling. Yeah. Look at here, we got horses galore. He got a saddlebag full of Christmas goodies for the kids up and down the route. There we go. Merry Christmas to y'all. Good to see everybody. Merry Christmas. We got another bell ringing in the season coming up behind these pretty ladies on these horses. Merry Christmas to all. Looks like we got Bobby Lee. Here we got Bobby Lee of Lee's Grading, who's one of our sponsors here today, the Confederate States of America. Bobby's got a crowd out here today. There's his Christmas sleigh. He's flying the South Carolina flag, a Clemson flag. All looking good here today. The John Deere model 6115, 6115D. Bobby Lee's Grading, always got the candy cane wagon on the old steel wheels. It's looking good. Rolling down again, 1964 John Deere 4020. The John Deere 4020 pulling a wagon right here. All right, we got a newer version of a John Deere, 5203 John Deere. Bobby Lee Grading out of Chester. Bobby's got a great collection. He works hard all year to maintain all these different tractors. Got an international Farmall 140. Looking good and got a good looking woman on the back. Here's our trademark horses, and we got a standard barrier horse here. Bonded Spirits, for sale, horse and barriers. Looks like another big John Deere coming down the road here in Lowrys. I want to be sure to also thank the mayor of Lowrys and the town councilman, the mayor. Joey Wilson has been the mayor since '07, I believe, and his town councilman. I'll try to remember their names. Buddy Courtney is one. And let's see, we've got a 4020 John Deere, Bobby Lee's Grading, diesel. That councilman, attorney, Arthur Gaston pulling the Cub Scouts Pack 62. Chester, Cub Scout Pack 62, looking good here today. As I was saying, we've got another John Deere, what's that, a 5400, I believe. Got a log splitter on the back, and then here we go. Got a 1010 1963, 1010 John Deere tractor tricycle front end, followed by the 1955 Alice Chalmers Model B, Bobby Lee's Grading, right there. Hey there, Merry Christmas to all. And as I was saying, we've got the town council. We want to thank Buddy Courtney, Jimmy Darby, Gene Johnson. I believe his daddy was the mayor years ago, and Mitchell Lesenby, Gene Johnson, Jimmy Darby, and Bobby Courtney. Those guys with the mayor, Joey Wilson, helped put it all together. Evans Farms right here. Got a big 6115 John Deere cab over, looking good. And that's got front four-wheel drive, looking good. Doing a great job. Got that one decorated up pretty with ribbons and holly. 1940 Farmall Model B. Looking good there. Got it looking good, followed by a good-looking horse and riders right here. Everybody's looking good. The horses are looking good, and the riders. Mr. Helms, New York Life Insurance Company right there. John Rogers, Merry Christmas. Rogers Grading out of McConnell's is riding today. The Apple Pie Gang. The Apple Pie Gang, they said, coming down Main Street, Lowrys. We got a McCormick right here looking good. Got two riders on the back. Farmall Country, it says, here in Lowrys. You know, these contestants are being judged right here behind us at the judges' tent. So they're all pausing to be judged for the best in show today. Got a nice Alice Chalmers right there. I believe it's got new rubber on it, looking good, new tires. Got a Christmas wreath on this front end, 1937 John Deere. Look at there, buddy, she's humming good. Oh, look at here, got a little cultivator, Alice Chalmers cultivator. Looking good. And this is a case. This is the original case version. Wide front end, low slung. Pull in a wagon, here we go. Wagon full of folks here. Merry Christmas to y'all. I think we've got over about 150 tractors today. Here's another one, a John Deere B, 1949 B John Deere. It's putting along humming good. Followed by another 1958 John Deere. Humming good, 50 series, I believe that one is. Tricycle front end, 50 series. Where are we gonna let the Ford folks in? We've got a good Ford. Got a little Ford coming up here. One of the most popular tractors probably ever made in America. This is the Model B60. Oh, pretty girls here riding. Got another classic Ford. At the gold paint model. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Like I say, we've got about 150 tractors here today and probably 400, maybe pushing 500 horses. 1951 Farmall Super C, Bobby Lee's done a great job getting the Super C in good condition, and he's even got him a little platform on the back. He's got a wide rear end with a tricycle narrow front on this one. What's he got here? A 350 Farmall. You don't see many of these around, folks. 1954 model. The 350 model, 1954. Don't see many of these around looking that good. Looking good. Look here. Mr. Wilson, Miss Liza. Yeah, there we go on a John Deere N model. The J.H. Wilson Farms in Lowrys, South Carolina, sporting the Massey Ferguson 6485. That's a real tractor there, friends. A lot of horsepower there. Followed up by real horsepower, good-looking horses right here. We got real horsepower right here. All pretty ladies here, and they got their men escorting them properly. Here we go. We got folks riding here. Everybody's having a big time. That horse decorated great, looking good. That young lady makes that horse look even better. Look, come in here. Two tall Clydesdales. Oh, I'm sorry, these aren't Clydesdales. Oh, a pretty pair, miniature horses. We got a good-looking pair of horses right here, too. Bringing up here, and this young lady's got a pretty paint. Got her tail braided. Got her Christmas braids in that tail of that pony. Let's see what we've got here from Bobby Lee's Grading. Again, has got us a good H model, McCormick Deering Farmall H. In good condition, running smooth, sounding good, looking good. And of course, every year the tradition is to throw out the candy, and you see these folks throwing out candy, feeding the boys and girls along the way. We don't have any vendors here. It's all about family and family time, and we're giving away candy. 1953 Super H Farmall, Bobby Lee Grading, 1953 Super H Farmall. Here we have the 4020, the 1972 4320, 1972 4320 John Deere, looking really good, running smooth. He's really got it in good shape. It's humming right along. Got a 1949 Farmall. Bobby Lee Grading, 1949. Many years older than that young man driving, I can tell you that. We got a good putt-putt here. We got an A model, John Deere A model, and we got a load here. Who we got? Faith Baptist Church. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas. We got the Faith Baptist Church crowd here, and we're glad to see their Sunday school crowd out today. Just like when we started 32 years ago, the tractor's right out of the field here. They look like it's right out of the field. A good Farmall H, still working hard today. Good to see them. We got a little 950 John Deere looking good here today. Running smooth. Oh, look at this classic, friends. Look at the chrome. Look at here, Deering, McCormick Deering Farmall. What year you got there? 1925, looking good, looking great. Glad to have you in the parade. Merry Christmas, another Ford. Got a Ford pulling a wagon, load of folks. Welcome to Lowrys, South Carolina FFA young man up in the back there, I see. And we got another big Massey Ferguson 6495. Probably came from Nance Tractor Company out of McConnell, South Carolina, 6495. And it's got a big load. Is this the McConnell's crowd, Nance Tractor Company? Yeah, we found it. We found it. They are hauling a good size tractor too, with a front end loader on it. That's the 931X loader. Bringing up real horsepower. The real horsepower right here, coming up behind. Real horsepower. Look at these ladies smiling. They making these horses look awful good. How are y'all? Welcome to Lowrys and the Lowrys Christmas Parade. The 32nd annual Lowrys Christmas Parade. Glad to have y'all here. One of 400 horses here today. We've got over 400 horses and riders. If everybody stays on, we'll have over 400 riders. It's good business for the Piedmont, exactly. Merry Christmas to all. Good looking horses. Glad y'all got them out today to show them. Bobby Lee once again has outdone himself with another good looking Alice Chalmers tractor pulling a Alice Chalmers disc plow in good condition. You can see there how you would adjust that and cut that ditch left, right, whichever way you wanted to do it. That is a good example of a real workhorse team right there. Here's my favorite from my family days of farming, a 5020 John Deere. Well, that's a nice 5020. Good looking tractor. From Black's Peaches, a 5020. Hello ladies, welcome to Lowrys. Black's Peaches out of York County. We got Black's Peaches from up at Black's Peaches. We got the classic Alice Chalmers here. Look at this wide front end here on this D21. It's humming good. We got an Alice Chalmers D21 supercharged series diesel. Oh, we prancing high here. Here's the real horsepower. Look at here. Looking nice, looking high stepping, looking good. Looking good. Welcome to Lowrys. Glad to have you. Man, sporting his spurs there on his boots. These guys they're looking good here today. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Nice looking paint there. Good looking paints. She's got that pony's tail cleaned up and laced up with ribbons and bows in that pony's mane. Here's a motor grader. Bobby Lee has done a great job restoring this classic motor grader, an Alice Chalmers motor grader. A lot of work was done, a lot of roads were cut and cleared with that one, I can tell you. Here he goes, followed up with this one, the 1953 WD-45 Alice Chalmers with a binder. Let's see, thanks to Miss Betty Hobbs in Lutz Farms, Miss Betty Hobbs in the old Alice Chalmers hay baler. We got a model 431 Massey Ferguson. Model 431, pulling folks from where?
Gastonia, North Carolina.
Gastonia, North Carolina. You know, we got folks here from all over the Southeast today, and we're glad to have y'all here in Lowrys today for the parade. From Gastonia, North Carolina, welcome. Glad to have you. The Lowrys One-Stop Convenience Store, breakfast, lunch, and dinner has sponsored this tractor, a 5100E series. I believe that's about a brand new one, a 5100 Series E. Pulling folks down Main Street, Lowrys. Here we go. Merry Christmas. They got their trees and all. And I believe they're bringing up the rear with a match pair, 5100E series from the Lowrys One Stop. A match pair. Got a good looking pair right there with the little, like the milk buggy wagon, a little Amish buggy looking. Off in the distance, I see some big tractors coming, friends. Stay with us, we got big tractors coming. We got serious big horsepower coming down the road here any minute. First, we've got to talk about this Massey Ferguson here. Looking good, 4809, or 4609. 4609 Massey Ferguson with a front end loader, looking good. Hello ladies, how's everybody? Merry Christmas. Heaven made. All decorated up, glad to have you. Where are y'all from? York, welcome to Lowrys. They're from York. And here's some serious horsepower coming down the road right here. 9520 auto load, scraper special John Deere. It's a lot. Those aren't duals, that's a tire that wide. That is a serious piece of rubber on that tire, friend, let me tell you. Serious rubber. Those are not duals, those are just wide tires. 6115D, 6115 diesel cab over, looking good. And a 4-H club here. I am 4-H. I love a 4-H float. Clemson's 100th anniversary celebrated this year too. Welcome. We got a 750 John Deere. Running smooth. Look at that pretty baby. Hey, darling, how you? Hey there. Oh, they got a horn on this one. C&D trash service right here. Got a Kubota. The first Kubota today in today's parade. Cab over Kubota. Pulling 4-Hers. Boy Scouts, sorry. Got the 4-H up in front of them. And this is Boy Scout Troop 56? All right, where is it from? 66 out of Chester. Boy Scouts of America, Troop 66 out of Chester. You know, almost 1,000 participants in the parade. We figure we'll have close to 10,000 people here today. We got a Massey Ferguson 2605. Massey Ferguson 2605. Reinhardt Realty represented here. Good to see you. How are you? Welcome to the Lowrys Christmas Parade. Reinhardt Realty serving the Tri-County area. That young man has got him a prime seat right there. He's got a prime seat. Thank you, darling. Is candy going to bad? We got candy everywhere. I look like I need more candy. Y'all looking good. Looking good. Where's home? Where you from? Sharon, South Carolina. Glad to have you. Welcome to Lowrys. Welcome to Lowrys. Columbia. Oh, good. Glad to have you. Welcome. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Got a shiny red Farmall, 560 diesel Farmall, looking good. Running smooth. Listen to how smooth that one's running. They're slowing down here as the judges have their tent set up right behind us. Want to be sure that everybody gets seen by the judges. You know, to put this parade on is a lot of work every year for the small town of Lowrys, but everybody comes together and pulls together, and it turns out to be a great event for everybody. It's good, clean, wholesome family fun. You know, the parade was started when some of the surrounding towns decided to outlaw horses in their parade. They thought they were too much trouble. So William Stevenson decided that Lowrys would host a parade and welcome horses, and they have been welcomed ever since. There goes a good Farmall. I believe that's Bobby Lee's Farmall right there. And we've got a 6715 John Deere. Got a cab on. He's sporting a set of duals there. Pulling a wagon. Produce. Howdy, howdy. Cotton Hills Farms looking good again for the 32nd year in the Lowrys Christmas Parade. Cotton Hills Farms, Merry Christmas to all. They got collards and turnips for sale. Bobby Lee Grady has got the Oliver Row Crop 66 model looking good. You don't see many Oliver 66s looking that good today. It's the only equipment a new hauler won't stand behind, he said, is that manure spreader. 1957 620 John Deere. Got it humming along. Looking good. Bobby's done a great job with those tractors. Logan Farms, Merry Christmas. Michael and Wayne. Michelle and Wayne, maybe. Turbo, 1066 Turbo. Merry Christmas from our family to yours, the Brown family. Look at here what he's carrying. Look at there. Look at there. The Browns have outdone themselves again this year. They're pulling something with steer horns on the front. I'm just going to say something. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it's looking good. Steer horns and all. We got these ladies bringing up a classic Southern Christmas attire. Glad to see y'all in the parade today. Got a Massey Ferguson right here. Merry Christmas. 26-15 Massey Ferguson. And the Dixie Tickle Hill Acres Farms bringing in Christmas. Dixie Tickle Hill Acres Farms. And those folks are looking good. Mr. Mulvaney, welcome to Lowrys. Congressman Rick Mulvaney, glad to have you, Rick. Thank you, Congressman. Glad to have you. Welcome. Greg Delaney here. Everybody got all the folks here from our representative and delegation. Glad to have you all in Lowrys today. Bringing up here, look at that young man on that horse there, going there looking at these guys, looking good. Where are y'all from? Representative Small, welcome to Lowrys. Glad to have you. Woo, look at here. We got 3 matches. Merry Christmas to y'all. Look at there. What a pretty pony. World champions, it says on her jacket. And like you see, all the politicians like to turn out in Lowrys. Where else are you going to find 10,000 people in one little town? There's a lot of votes to be had here today. 10,000 spectators on a good day in Lowrys for the Christmas parade. 1,000 participants. Merry Christmas. I believe we got a cultivator or a spreader. What have we got on this farm all here? Planter box, fertilizer box. What has Bobby Lee got on here? Oh man, this is all in one. It's ready to go to the field. You can cultivate, plow, spread your soda, turn it in, looking good. Oh, H model farm all, looking really sporty here. Out, decked out with all new feet on the cultivator.
What year? 42.
Got a little international there. It's humming along smooth. Boy, it's running quiet and smooth. Oh, we got some, who's this big puppy dog on the back waving at us here? Being pulled by a good old farm all. Here's that classic, hear that putt-putt, 1956 Model 70 Tire Town Auto Care Center in memory of Pete Chappell. I knew Mr. Pete, a 70 John Deere, welcome. 70 John Deere in memory of Pete Chappell. Merry Christmas, they're all looking good. Glad to have y'all in Lowrys today. Got a classic little Kubota tractor here. This is one of the older model Kubotas and a diesel Kubota, looking good. Got an L2245H, 245H, I believe, and a Farm All Cub, McCormick Farm All Cub, pulling board welding fabrication. Welcome to Lowrys, out of Clover, South Carolina. Merry Christmas. He got blue lights. Need a little air in that tire. Little air in the tire. Here we go. We got chickens. Chicken in the morning, chicken in the evening, chicken in the afternoon. Chicken, 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 chicken. Oh, what a good looking tractor here, an F50 Farm All, McCormick Dairy Farm All. It is really looking good. Really looking good. Welcome. Glad to have you in the parade. And we got a real Ford. Got the blue Ford, the classic blue Ford, 5610 Tire Town out of Rock Hill, 1984 Ford. 1984 Ford, 5610. And we got an old Farm All here, I believe. Leitner, Thomas and Leitner Orthodontics. Good to see y'all. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. They're giving away candy to rot your teeth out, so you'll go to the Leitner and Thomas and Leitner Orthodontics so they will fix your teeth. A 7130 John Deere cab over, Sunny Day Farms. I think that's the Lutz family in Sunny Day Farms. Glad to have them, and I know they've been in the parade about every year for 30 plus years. Got a pretty bow and wreath on the front of this classic. Tricycle front end. Not sure of the year, but it's an old Farmall. It's looking good. Got the whole family on the back. Everybody's having a good time. That's a serious sized pony there, friend. Merry Christmas. Welcome. Good to see you. Yes, sir. Glad to have you here in Lowrys today. Merry Christmas, young lady. You making that horse look even better. A preacher came by a minute ago and I asked him about the weather, if it was going to hold out. And he said, yes, friends, this is a gloriously dull day weather-wise. There goes a horse. He's getting off course. There's a horse off course, of course. And we got Hawthorne Christian Academy trailer coming up with a Miranda tractor. Mahindra, 5525 Mahindra tractor. Good to see you. Glad to have y'all. Welcome. We always enjoy having the Christian school folks here today. I hear some cheerleaders, I believe, coming up, being pulled by 5455 Massey Ferguson from Sunny Day Farms. 5455. We got young ladies singing songs. Merry Christmas. I hear them coming. There we go, all dressed up in their blue and teal. These horses are all decked out in antlers. Somebody's faking Santa Claus. He's looking good though. He's got a reindeer though for sure. And we got the elves pulling up the rear. That's where the real work is done, with the elves and mamas in the back. Oh, everybody's decked out with antlers and reindeers. Look at that pretty pony right there. These horses are stepping high and looking good today. I believe we got some veterans coming here, folks. Stand at attention. I believe we got the veterans. We got the veterans being pulled by a little John Deere 3203. The veterans. Got the veterans here. Good to see you. Good to see you, gentlemen. Welcome to Lowrys, to the Christmas parade. I believe we had some of those Marine Corps veterans, I believe. Nice cab over 5420 John Deere. 5420 John Deere, four-wheel drive. Pulling a trailer full of folks who are having a big time here today. Welcome to Lowrys. Where are you from? Merry Christmas. Look at that big pony right there. Thundering Herd out of York County, South Carolina. Glad to have y'all. Welcome. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas. Good to see you. And these horses are decorated and duded up right. Merry Christmas. They all got their pink stockings on. Red blankets. Everybody's decked out for Christmas here today. Some are wearing a stocking cap on their horses. Looking good. Oh, we got a beauty queen here, I know. SCHSRA Queen. Student president. South Carolina High School Rodeo. That's what it was, the high school rodeo. And they're being pulled by a Kubota tractor, a 7040M Kubota. South Carolina High School Rodeo crowd. Good to see y'all. We got somebody up there throwing a lasso. Ready. Oh man, we got jousting going on now. We got medieval jousting going on. And a pirate ship, no less. We've got the pirates in the parade. The Sons of Confederate Veterans, I believe, is who we've got here. Yep. Gentlemen, Sons of Confederate Brigadier General. Good to see you. Welcome to Lowrys. Camp 1569 out of Rock Hill, 2nd Brigade, South Carolina Division. Got a nice, good-looking wagon there. End of the trail at Waxhaw, North Carolina. Glad to have y'all with us today from Waxhaw. Bringing up the horses here. Oh, looks like we got a big tractor coming down the road. It must be the dairyman in Lowrys. Ronnie Stevenson Dairy, I believe. They're giving away milk here. Ronnie Stevenson giving away milk. Is it Ronnie's deal giving away the milk here? We got a dairy crowd here today. Look at these young folks. Got a dairy calf up on the front. Got a 7810 John Deere. Pulling them a 7810 John Deere. Stevenson's Dairy Farm established in 1935. Randy Hope, your nationwide agent, helped sponsor this. There's Mr. Hope, your nationwide agent, helping give away milk today. Ronnie Stevenson's Dairy, one of the major sponsors here today, Stevenson's Dairy. Glad to have them, and I appreciate all their help in putting on today's parade. I've lost track of how many horses we've got, but I hear it's well over 400 today. Got a 4270 Massey Ferguson humming right along. Watson's Farms and the Church of Lowrys, pulled by Matthew Watson up there. Good to see the church crowd. First Baptist Church of Lowrys, welcome. Glad to have them out today. I see Matthew Watson and Watson Farms. Watson Farms, I named it, Pastured Meats. Farm fresh meat right here from Watson Farms. Got a 2090 case. Merry Christmas, 573 Massey Ferguson from Watson Farms. When you want farm fresh produce and grass-fed beef, go to Watson Farms here in Lowrys. I believe they're located right down the side road here in Lowrys on Colony Road. Watson Farms. They do a great job raising a lot of quality grass-fed beef. Goings Home Improvement sponsors this McCormick Farmall tractor. Flags flying high, the Gamecock flag flying high with these folks. 1952 McCormick. We've got a 5055 John Deere. 5055 John Deere. They brought the house with them. They couldn't leave home without it, so they brought the house with them. Goings Home Improvement. They'll fix your home up, being pulled by an M model McCormick Farmall. Goings Home Improvement. Here we go. Got a little John Deere pulling up this wagon of folks here. I believe they got another bell on the front of this John Deere tractor. What have we got here, friends? We've got a 4040 John Deere with a cab. Well, that's a lamp, not a bell. Compost spread by Palmetto Supreme Organic Compost. Good deal. Good to see y'all today. Got a couple of horses looking good here. Looking good. Glad to have y'all. Welcome to Lowrys. This little international tractor here. This used to be as much horsepower as you could get on a farm. Little Farmall. Pulling a load of two folks. All decked out. H model, McCormick Farmall H. Got a nice heavy tractor trailer deal. Loaded trailer, loaded down. Good to see y'all. Chester Senior Sports Games. We got the athletes right here. Got all the athletes in town. Glad to have them. J.H. Wilson Farms. I believe this would be the mayor's tractor. J.H. Wilson Farms. It's an old versatile 850 model. An 850 model. He's got a lot of rubber on those. Duals all the way around. Got an Alice Chalmers falling up here. WC model, Alice Chalmers. Somebody's playing a record. Somebody figured out how to make a record play in the parade. Oh, we must have the red hat ladies coming here. Pulled by a little Kubota tractor. The fabulous Floozies of York, South Carolina. Hello, ladies. Merry Christmas, ladies. Glad to have you. The fabulous Floozies and from York, once again making an appearance in the Lowrys Parade. The 2615 Massey Ferguson with the L200 loader. Looking good. Merry Christmas. Welcome to Lowrys, to the Lowrys Christmas Parade. Glad to have you. Got some good quality hay up there. I'd like to get some of that quality hay. Oh, we got a different shade of blue on this tractor. This is a 5860 Landini. The Rotary Club of Chester's got a 5860 Landini. I'm a member of the Rotary Club of Chester. They're looking good. I'm glad they're representing us today. Got another classic farm all here. Pull in the cannon. Pull in the cannon, looking good. South Carolina veterans. Pull in a little cannon here. Glad to have them. Got another farm all, followed by the Massey Ferguson 1100. The Massey Ferguson 1100. This is a 1969 model Massey Ferguson 1100 by Crooked Creek Ranch. Crooked Creek Ranch. Glad to have y'all in the parade. Welcome. '4030 John Deere, 1974 model. You'd never know it. She looks like a brand new one. 1974 John Deere. Bishop Brothers, in memory of Bishop Brothers. Got a little Ford, the classic Ford, the workhorse of America in its day. What year? And we got the modern Ford 1720 version right here. Pull in the Lowrys Bed and Biscuit. The Lowrys Bed and Biscuit right here in Lowrys. You can put your dog in boarding right here at the Lowrys Bed and Biscuit. What a pretty pair right here. What a pretty matched pair of horses. Thank y'all for coming and showing off those pretty horses. We got folks coming up here. We got the real horses coming here. This young lady's riding real horsepower. She's representing real horsepower. There you go, and there's another one, riding side saddle almost. Oh, we got a John Deere with the top out for the bright sunshine that's coming. It's coming, I'm sure of it. We got the top out. Here we go. This is a working model, 430, the 430 John Deere with row crop shades out. The Ely clan. Merry Christmas, Mount Holly, North Carolina. Welcome, Cedar Oak Farms out of Mount Holly. Glad to have y'all with us today in Lowrys. All these pretty horses and even better looking ladies riding. Merry Christmas, sir. Glad to have you. They'll all pause up here a second and be judged by the judges in the judges' tent. B&S Farms. B&S Farms. I believe that would be the Stevensons, B&S Farms, where your children can take riding lessons about any time. Mine did, and they all learned to ride well. Right there, that's 6300 John Deere. The Cowgirls and Angels of B&S Farms. Yeah, got a load of Cowgirls and Angels. Looks like an old Conestoga wagon, too. Looking good. We got folks here. We got a nice looking pair of horses right here. Look at these drafts pulling here. There we go. There's the end. There goes Santa Claus, pulled by a carriage. Thank y'all for coming to the Lowrys Christmas Parade. I think we had over 150 tractors and 400 plus horses. It's been a great day here in Lowrys. We appreciate the town of Lowrys hosting this event for the 32nd year. Thank the Mayor, Joey Wilson, and the Town Council for all their work and efforts, and for all the folks who participated here today. I'm Randy Ligon, of Ligon Commercial Real Estate and Auction Company. Like we say in the auction business, gotta go.